Speaker and the Leader have already referred to Captain Scott Quilty, and it's an honor to have him with us today. He's a decorated infantry captain and Army Ranger during his tour of duty in Iraq, but he came home and started the Survivor Corps, which is to work with other veterans, to give community service, and to link veterans up with one another, to support one another in their return from the theater of battle. And we certainly want to thank him for that, and it's my honor to introduce him.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, Majority Leader Hoyer, Chairman Miller, Chairwoman McCarthy, and other members of Congress, and the volunteers in the respective organizations who are joining us on the steps. I'm honored to address you all today, a day where our House of Representatives has an historic opportunity to pass legislation that will call a new generation to service. Twice, service has saved my life. While leading a patrol in the Sunni Triangle in 2006, I was struck by a roadside bomb. And in that explosion, I lost my right arm and my right leg. The brave men and women that were there with me, that had made a decision to serve their country when called, were there to turn the tourniquets and to get me on the aircraft because I wasn't able to survive alone. That was the first time that service saved my life. The second came 18 months later at a military medical center not far from here, as I learned to walk and to move on with my life. My body was shattered, but my eagerness to serve remained unshaken. I could have receded into depression and despair at what had happened and what could have happened, and no one would have blamed me. But instead I joined Survivor Corps, a global network of people scarred by war that are helping each other to rise above their injuries and to give back to the communities in which they live. Through Survivor Corps, I built a program that is helping veterans recover through peer support and connecting them to community service opportunities, because I know firsthand that no one survives alone. Survivor Corps doesn't stand to benefit from the passage of this legislation as much as veterans everywhere that are struggling stand to benefit. Service saved my life twice, and through the Veteran Service Corps called for in this legislation, veterans will have opportunities to help fellow brothers and sisters in arms and their families that are struggling to return home and to reintegrate. Veterans and families will also have opportunities, more opportunities, to continue to serve their country by giving back in their local communities. Service doesn't have to end when we hang up the uniform, and it shouldn't. But just as I didn't survive alone, veterans don't struggle alone, and this piece of legislation can't pass alone. And we'll take the support of the members behind me, members from both parties, to ensure that our veterans and military families can join in this, the historic call to service for a new generation. Madam Speaker, Majority Leader Hoyer, Chairman Miller, thank you for inviting me to address this group today. Thank you, everyone.
Well done.